So here's my setup at the moment. I've got two monitors which are connected up. So if I go around to the back, I have got here a VGA cable which is installed, and that goes to the graphics card. I've also got another lead which is also for the HDMI, so there's another connector sticking out of the second monitor, and both of these leads connect up to the back here. It's showing that I needed to have an adapter here to be able to convert the VGA cable into a DVI output. So DVI is a different kind of output for a monitor. VGA, the video graphics and audio cable, that's what VGA is quite an old style of monitor connection. So you've got DVI and then you've got HDMI, which are other connectors in terms of connecting your monitors together. Now I've got a problem here where my Ethernet cable, which we use to connect to a network, so there's a port here at the back of my computer, and the other end of the lead is going into the router, or it's going into a network point, so then that means I can get connectivity to be able to pass data in between my machine and an internet or network connection. The problem I've got here is there's a static orange light, and I'm not sure what I was supposed to do because I thought that computers come with a network card. So I got kind of stuck because I can't actually connect to the internet when I tried it on the operating system. So I think the problem is, after doing a bit of research on the internet, is I've got to get to this stage here. So I've got all of these manufacturer discs in the setup here. So like for example, I've got a disc for my solid state drive, I've got a disc for my graphics card, I've got one for my motherboard, and obviously I've got here the operating system itself in Windows. So just a quick note about Windows, there's one which is 32-bit and one which is 64. Now because my computer has 4 gig of or 8 gig of RAM, because I've got 8 gig of RAM and I've got quite a powerful processor in terms of the Intel i7 at 4 gigahertz, then I'm going to be using the 64-bit just because the computer overall is a higher specification. So that's what you need with making a choice between 32-bit and 64. Because of the fact that my computer is more powerful, I use the 64. And then there's a product key that I have to put in, so that means it gets authenticated. That is, to make sure that you're using the right operating system, or Windows can check that there's no piracy going on. So what I'm going to try to sort out this network issue here from that static orange light is to install drivers. So drivers are enable the hardware and software to be able to talk together, or work together. So if I've got drivers, if you think almost like screwdrivers, if a screwdriver takes one bit and it attaches it to another, then it enables them to be connected together. So if you think of drivers as in screwdrivers, that's how it kind of works. So this is the stage that I got to, so I'm going to have a go at installing initially the motherboard drivers into my computer. I could also use another computer and download the drivers from the manufacturer website. So if you googled, say for example, the motherboard, you can be taken to the updated drivers, but because I don't know which ones to actually download, I'm going to initially try to install the drivers from this disk, upload it onto my computer here, and then hopefully that will give me connection to the internet. And when I get connection to the internet, then I can update the drivers from Googling the manufacturer's website, in this case Asus, and putting in this spec to see if I can get an updated version of the software drivers from here.